You are watching William Patterson University Television.
Welcome back to the desk. Pioneers basketball is starting to wind down at the WEC. Here to break down everything with me is Kellie Owens, Gerard James, Lamont Hampton, and Jason Hook. The women's basketball team secured the #1 seed in the NJAC down in Jersey City with a victory over NJCU on Saturday, February 7th. Gerard, I'll go to you first. What has been so special about this Pioneers team that has led them to such dominance in the NJAC?
Talking about dominance, it's that disciplined basketball and being able to just play together and have the synchronization that you want to see from a winning team. Early on in the season, we thought they was going to get in a little trouble, but they was able to get themselves out of it and progress like they wanted to. We seen early that how there was a few little hiccups, but the discipline from the team helped them become one of the best teams, if not the best team in William Patterson history.
I'll go to you. What has been so special about this Pioneers team?
This Pioneers team, as simple as this, is their experience. It starts at the top of Coach Monahan. Has been coaching this team for 20-plus seasons, is an alumni on this team, as well as you have players like Renee Wells playing over 100 games, as well as Patty Walsh, who's been basically starting every game in her career. Jada Jacobs is a top 3 scorer on this team and is top stealer in the NJAC, as well as with experience in D2 coming over. This is what the Pioneers need. If not those 3 women, then it's Pioneers off the bench that has experience. No other team in the NJAC can compare to what the Pioneers have, and looking at how they've been playing all season, they're going to bring that experience going into the playoffs.
Yeah, this Pioneers team is filled with veterans, and that has propelled them to that #1 seed in the NJAC. Kellie, I'll go to you.
I'm going to have to say their communication. I know I usually do say it a lot, but their communication has just been A1 sauce. Like, it's been phenomenal. They're always on the same page between Patty Walsh, Maddie Chiara, Luna Kirby. Everybody's on the same page, no matter who their opponent is. So their communication has just been, like, on top.
At least she has the best steak sauce, the A1.
I don't usually put that on
Sweet Baby Ray's, as I say. I know it's barbecue, but come on.
A1 steak sauce, baby.
Come on, people.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Mr. Hook?
All right, I'm going to go with the team chemistry, kind of like what we have up here on the desk.
Yeah,
Terrific
certainly.
team chemistry, whether it's the 2 guards on this team, Jada Jacobs and Madison Chiara, bumping mid-game Dreams and Nightmares by Meek Mill, great song, or it's Renee Wells and Patty Walsh, 2 best friends on and off the court. This is a team of friends. This is not just a roster, it's a team. The power of friendship, like the Nova Knicks, and it's helped them go strong, and it's helped them be the best team in the state of New Jersey.
Yeah, I mean, the Pioneers certainly have great chemistry, and it's been super imperative to have that, and that's what's propelled them to this dominance. The Pioneers hosted the Kean Cougars on Wednesday, February 12th at the Rec Center, coming out on top 74-38. Lamont, I'll go to you. Please take us through this game.
Well, the Pioneers defeated the Kean Cougars 74-30, as you said, with a field goal percentage of 38.7 compared to the Canes 32.5. Their rebounds was 43 compared to Canes 33, as well as steals. They had 25 steals compared to Canes 3 steals, and he had 35 points off of turnovers compared to Canes 2 points off turnovers. Crazy game from the Pioneers.
Indeed, it was crazy. Mont, I'll keep it with you. Why do you think the Pioneers are able to outscore their opponents by 20+?
I think it's just simple as this. Their aggressiveness. They're so aggressive all around. And it starts with aggressive coaching. Monahan gets the girls, gets them in the gym, and lets them go wild. Defense turns into offense. Offense turns into quick defense. Once they bring it up the court, Jacobs is looking at somebody. Kirby gets somebody. The ball's moving around left or right, and they are on the top of the NJAC in every leading category. Steals, assists, turnovers, they're better than anybody. Points, they're better than anybody. And the scoring margin is over 20 points. They are completely the best team in the NJAC, simple as that. And it starts with aggressiveness.
Kellie?
It's getting the early leads. If we take a look back to January 7th, at the half, the William Patterson was up 38-24. It wasn't as big of a lead that they usually have, but if we take a look at Rutgers Camden, it was also 37-25 at the half. So, and those were away games. The home games 38-18 at the half for Ramapo's game, and it gives Monahan the opportunity to use the depth of her roster. We've seen how they've all played, where it's from Kaylin Gowdy to Olivia Smart. All their girls are getting their time, and because of these early leads.
Hook, what's the factor with why the Pioneers are outscoring them?
It's simple. They're just better than everybody. I mean, you look at players like Patty Walsh, who I compare her, kind of funnily to someone like Rasheed Wallace in the NBA, where when she's not in foul trouble, she is putting up a double-double night in and night out. Renee Wells, another 10-plus point per game scorer, averaging nearly 17 on the season. absolutely terrific scorer for this team. Jada Jacobs, who put up a triple-double recently. She is an all-around, just absolute talent in the box score. And then you have Madison Chiera rounding out 4 players on this team. They're averaging over 10 points a game. They're just better than everybody in the NJAC, and there's a reason why they're ranked nationally right now. It's because they're better than most teams in the country.
Gerard, talk to me about your inkling with why the Pioneers are outscoring their opponents.
They're ranked number 20 at that. But, they play smart defense. And Maddie Shira, she missed 3 games and is still leading. But we also have Jada Jacobs, and she will pick you up 94 feet. You talking about she will pick up the best player on the opposing offense and make you either have an 8-second backcourt, double or dribble. It doesn't matter. These ladies play smart on defense. And then on top of that, we also have to remember, early on in the season, when Patty Walsh, she get into foul trouble early, but here in the last few games, we're talking, and next thing you know, it'll be the second half, and she still has 0 fouls. That smart defense will actually carry them on, and we can possibly be saying NJAC champions here soon.
Yeah, and I like to think that's because of me.
Because of you?
Yeah.
What you do, Coach?
I've been
So you on the sideline with it now?
I'm talking about it on 88.7 Brave New Radio, your only place for Pioneer Sports, and I keep saying Patty Walsh, she got to stop the fouls, and I think she listens, and I think she stopped.
Or if that's the case, then that's me and Mark, because I know the last few times we've been right there next to the bench, and I know she's heard us talking about that.
It's not you, it's me.
It's us. She likes to show out with me and Mon on the court, so it's cool. It's all right. You know what?
We'll step aside. You're right. I'll step aside.
We'll let you think that you're the.
Yeah, can I please have this? I need something.
A little bit.
All right, I thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Nice uncle.
The men's basketball team were outpaced by NJCU on the road down in Jersey City. Kellie, I'll go to you. What is something that needed to be changed in that game for the Pioneers?
Well, what needed really to be changed was taking time on their shots. They were almost blown out by 30 points, and I hate to say, that's just kind of embarrassing. And they were just really rushing their shots. From the field, they were 19 for 54, which is only 35%. So, and compared to the Gothic Knights, they were 28 for 68, 41%. And they just need to take their time on shots. They were really rushing to try to get the to squish down the lead just a little bit.
You sound like you was rushing there to get them words out.
I was. You know what? It's called ADHD, Gerard.
I know what that's like too, but anyways, we're not gonna.
Talk
to somebody else about that.
Yeah, the Pioneers were definitely weren't able to get the offense to flow in that game, and that's rushing shots is never good. It's not a good recipe. I'll go to you, Hook.
I gotta say, they need to look alive in most cases. It was Sean Buck and myself on the call at that NJCU game, and really they looked lazy through and through in that entire game. And this is not something that is in every game. We saw it in their most recent matchup against Kean, where they actually had that energy. They need to have it, especially against tougher teams with guys like Bakai Rogers-Robinson, who is a 20-point game scorer. They can't just say, oh, he's going to put up 20, so might as well not pick him up all 94 feet. They need to look alive throughout the entirety of the 40-minute game.
I mean, yeah, it's you got to look motivated out there to play basketball. It's simple as that. Gerard.
They have to make the easy shots. I don't know how many times we've seen down low and they just air, brick. Come on. Stop. We're not making a brick house and we're not making wind tunnels. They got to make those easy shots down low in the paint. They getting outscored in the paint so much that we just be like, yep, okay, next.
Yeah, the Pioneers didn't take advantage of those easy shots, and that kind of was the killer for them. Mont, finish us off here.
It's simple as this, the game plan. I don't even know what the game plan was going to the game. Only 2 players put up double-digit points. That's London Pope off the bench for about 10. Gianni Morant had 12. They had 3 players with multiple turnovers. Well, they had 5 players with multiple turnovers. 3 of them had +3 turnovers. That's unacceptable. They showed up to Jersey City with no energy. They looked confused on the court. And honestly, that was a game that I was more excited to see the players, the freshmen, come off the bench, like Mingo Manson, go out there and do something, or someone like Charles Graves do something out there.
Mingo Mason is
Mingo
my
Mason.
favorite player.
Yes,
Energy's always there.
Always.
Game, all the time.
He'll play 5 minutes and he'll pick up a steal. He'll pick up a board. He'll pick up 2 points. How's he doing that in 5 minutes? I don't know. He's Mingo Mason.
He's making everything count on the court, and that's what matters. That's what the Pioneers need going into next year.
Mingo Mason, the energy when he comes on the court, it's electric. It was awesome.
To turn around a loss on Saturday, the Pioneers came out on top against the Kean Cougars 71-67 at the WEC. Let's take a listen to Matthew Goldman and Bijan Pulley's call from Wednesday night on Brave New Radio.
Team by Merrick and Paul. Merrick pokes it away. Now Moran's bringing the ball up. Gets it poked away, but recovers his dribble. Gianni Moran takes a shot, can't get it. Oh! Delaney Hyde with the putback slam! Oh my goodness!
Oh my God! Delaney Hyde, how do you do? Who on the head top, Delaney Hyde? What a putback jam!
Yeah, that was definitely a great call by the two gentlemen, Matthew Goldman and Bijan Pulley on Brave New Radio. Mr. Hook, I will go to you. What do you think worked so well for the Pioneers to come away with the third NJAC victory?
Yeah, I thought Bijan was going to have a heart attack. It's shot selection really for this team. It has turned around. Mostly it's just been Jack Goebel, 3, Jack Goebel mid-range. Everybody else just tries to fill in the rest of the court. It's really just Ethan Paul in the paint, Delaney Hyde mid-range and in the paint. Right now you're seeing guys like Naz Merrick actually start to shoot threes, finally. Josiah Carey is actually shooting the ball, finally. Tyshawn Pearson is driving inside, which he hasn't done since really early on in the season when he didn't know what his role would be on this team.
Finally.
Right now, exactly. Right now, they are figuring out who they are as players and who they are specifically as scorers and where to shoot the ball from and where to do it best.
What?
Playing the full 40 minutes. We've seen time and time again how this men's team start out kind of fast in the first half, and towards the middle of the first half, they just start to fizzle out. And then the second half, well, get blown out. And now I think finally winning that third NJAC game this year is going to set them up for better success next year.
Yeah, the energy was just
Through the roof.
Yeah, through the roof the whole entire game. And that's what's led them to that victory. Ma, I'll go to you.
Yeah, I think what really happened is their want became a need. I mean, only winning 2 conference games going into Canes on Wednesday, it's as simple as this. This team got tired. This team doesn't have a lot of seniors, only Ethan Paul. So like you guys are mentioning, this is good that they're figuring out the role now going into next season. But finally getting a win when it mattered the most, one of the last home games at the Rec, make it count. And like you said, Bijan went crazy on that call, and same with Matt. But that want that the Pioneers had, and they had to continue having for the rest of the season leading into 2026, 2027.
Kelly?
Me and Gerard were really confused on what was happening with Bijan down at the rec center, but upping the communication has really helped this Pioneers team to come out victorious against the Kean Cougars. There was lots and lots of turnovers this season due to a lot of miscommunication, like 406 turnovers compared to their opponent's 369. So really just having that communication upped a lot more has really helped them come out with the win on Wednesday.
That's all for Pioneer basketball this week. Let's pass the pigskin over to Matthew Goldman and the NFL crew to recap the Super Bowl next on WPTV.